see this letter, fight is too late. Yeah.
This is part one of a new series that I've thought of, and like it could have been a route that many shonen have taken, and they decided not to take this route, and I just was like, okay, I'm gonna take this route, and this is what if Naruto and the other Jinjuriki revolted. Let's begin. Some things you need to know before we start. Alright, so in this, Naruto has a different mindset of not wanting to make a world where it's great for everyone, but just make a world where the Jinjuriki are not treated as such, right? So Matabi is actually given to Sasuke in this. This is what I want to let you guys know, that Sasuke has gotten Matabi, right? So we have Matabi, we have Shikaku Matabi, Usabo, Sangoku, Kokuo, right? Kokuo, yeah. Saiken, Chomi, Sudio, Gyuko, Jayuki. I don't know how to say it. Jiyuki, my bad. Kurama. Now we're gonna give Saiken also to Sakura, just for the sake of this what if. So, yeah, so there you have it, and they're all abandoned by their parents except Sasuke. Sasuke is not abandoned by his parents. He's actually praised by his parents. But then, obviously, the attack happens. Now, the Uchiha decide to be nice to all the Jinjuriki that are within the village, which are simply those three. Now, he's in, Fugaku's all like, alright, man, I'm gonna be nice to these guys and train them and get them stronger so that one day they can be my weapons. So he teach them basic chakra control and basic things of that sort so they can become good little puppets. So he's teaching them these things, and then obviously the Uchiha revolt happens because he has to take control before he can fully take control of the Jinchuriki. So they plan to do it that night, and obviously Itachi pulls up and claps the entire clan, right? And he tells Sasuke he did it because he hates this Jinchuriki, and he hates how this clan praises him for being one. And now, obviously, he did that, and then he said, truly, it was to test my power, but that was an added bonus. And he leaves, and the next day, the next month or so, Sasuke is basically just cooped up in his house, and things of that nature. And with him being cooped up in his house for a month, Sakura and Naruto try to pull up on him, and they're like, hey, what's going on? By the way, Fugaku was actually a good teacher. He actually found out Sakura has Earth Style and made her learn Earth Style jutsu, seeing that she had an affinity for Genjutsu, and decided to strip an Uchiha, a traitor's Uchiha's eyes out and give it to one of all the Uchiha, not Uchiha, one of all the Jinchuriki, right? So, I'm gonna say Ren kept the Four Tails in this to make this a little bit better. Ren did not die to the Four Tails. I'm gonna say that. She didn't die to the Four Tails. So after all this, she will become their trainer. My bad, I had some stuck in my throat. Pause. So yeah, he actually taught them some jutsu. So Naruto knows Gale Palm, Wind Bullet, Air Bullet, Wind Vortex. Obviously, Sasuke knows the three basic Uchiha jutsu. Sakura knows Mud Dome, Earth Gauntlet jutsu, which is basically just two boxing gloves made of the earth going to her hand, because we know that she is gonna eventually get that thingy thing, right? And then we also get what is it? So those are the she also gets headhunter jutsu. So she's basically like an infiltration and a defensive person, and that's basically like what she is. And I'm sorry if you heard my nephew, he is like in my room right now, but he won't get out. But I still gotta do this video for y'all. Yeah, so A month after that, Rin is assigned to train these kids and get them ready to control their jinjuriki, or at least be able to stop them from coming out. Matabi is more of the one of the common jinjuriki within here, but he was given to the most problematic, jinjuriki. So they're trained, and all this happens, and then we fast forward to around a month before graduation. They see how that the villagers don't just tease them, they also mess with Rin, and they don't like seeing that happen to their teacher, and seeing as though they're stronger than her, and she's just teaching them how to become better teammates and work together, pretty much, and they can already do that. And she's actually going to become their squad leader instead of Kakashi, because of obvious reasons. Yeah. So, oh yeah, no, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I might. Yeah. So her and Kakashi have a 2-year-old child. I just had to point that out. Yeah. So, yeah, and they in the squad basically beats up those Chunins that were messing with their sensei, Ren Senpai or Senpai or whatever they call her, Ren Sama or whatever, Ren Chan, yeah, yeah. So they beat the Chunin and tell them, you ever mess with our sensei again, there's gonna be some major problems, bucko. Yeah. So, and that's when Naruto comes up with the plan. There's no way that there are only 4 jinjuriki, but most of the jinjuriki are 4-tail and above, other than Matabi. So, yeah. So I be thinking sometimes. So he comes up with the idea and says, one day we're gonna go get the rest of the jinjuriki, and we're gonna make this world a place where jinjuriki can live and not be tormented for simply being a jinjuriki. So, yeah. So that's basically Naruto's dream now. And we're gonna fast forward to the Land of Waves arcs. The Land of Wave arc, they completed the Land of Wave arc. They run into Haku. So basically, it's similar, but instead of Rin getting caught, she basically takes out Zabuza, like kills him completely by activating her Jinchuriki chakra. And Naruto basically, listen, this squad is literally everybody is joining level. Everybody's joining level in the squad. So yeah. But don't worry, we're not finna make them literally all Kage level. Nah, they're not that yet. So they're Jonin level. And as I said earlier in this part, they have Sharingans. Who has Sharingans? Well, everybody except Rin. Rin was not gifted to the Sharingan before the clan got wiped. So, before they got squad wiped. So yeah. So they do that. They clap Zabuza and Haku, killing them in the first fight. And then they just go and finish the mission. And Naruto tells Rin about this. Like, listen, we'll make the world a better place for your daughter. Listen, you're gonna have to leave her, but I promise we won't kill Kakashi nor your daughter, and that is a promise. Look, our plan is to make a safer world for the Jinchuriki and all people, but we cannot do that if these people are going to be so close-minded. So we're going to decide to take over the world. As me, Naruto Uzumaki, as the supreme leader of the world. Now, I know this sounds like an ambitious thing, but it's not really that hard for Naruto. He's pretty much the strongest person in the normal verse. The only person that can step to him is Naruto, and Naruto can't step to him. So if he really wanted to take over the world, and I said Naruto, Sasuke can't step to him. So Sasuke would help him actually. So yeah, and this Sasuke is gonna help. And in the original, if that was Naruto's such ambition, he would also help. Now, right now we get to the point in the anime where they actually decide to leave and go get the others. Now, they know that the closest one to they know no, they don't leave. They don't leave. They know that one of the jinjurichi will be brought to them within a couple months within the Chunin exams, and they decide that they're gonna take him and then go and find the others. If he doesn't decide to join, they're gonna take him and put that jinjurichi within someone who will join them. But if there's killing involved, we know Gaara's gonna go. Right? Right. So yeah. So Naruto and them, they go and they wait for the Chunin exams. And in the first part of the Chunin exams, which is to actually find the room, the first test is to find the room. They find it, and then they obviously go into the second test, where their whole team is going to easily pass that because they all have Sharingan. Right? So they all have Sharingan, and yeah, they basically just copy, and it's very simple. But it isn't going to easily pass as such. After that, they get a 2-day break, and then they have to go within that. They give them a 2-day break within this because an incident happened where Genin was killed, smothered, suffocated, and guts all over the, wall. Obviously, this was Gaara's doing, but they don't know this yet. They know nothing about. Well, they know about Gaara's killerness, but they don't know really too much about him and if he would go to the links as to killing an innocent person. So they put it off for 2 days to do the investigation. They don't find anything, and they go into the next part of the story within the Beast Forest arc. Now, the Beast Forest, well, the Chunin exams, but the Chunin exams arc, but the Chunin exams, I mean, the Beast Forest is actually probably, in my opinion, a separate arc. Yeah. But thanks, guys, for tuning in. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and tell a friend who likes anime about my content, because they will obviously love my content. Alright, so thanks, and I'm out.